Everybody, welcome back to my craft room. Today we're going to be working with some resin, and I'm using the Amazing Casting Resin. This is through Hobby Lobby for $17.99, and this is the one that cures and turns white in 10 minutes. I wanted fast setting, and I'm also using this mold. This mold it's got Santa and the reindeer. It says Merry Christmas. If you're looking for this, I got this on Etsy, but I think if you go to www.redesignwithprima.com, it's Santa Sleigh, and it's item number 667146. I don't know if you can see that or not. But that's what I'm using. And you do it the same way. I'm not wearing gloves. It's equal amounts. And I want to say, I'm hoping I have enough. To fill this. I should have got gloves, but I didn't. And I've used it before. And like I said, I don't think it's going to be enough to do all of this. Maybe a little bit more. Does that have all that? No. I think that's it. Okay. Now you're going to mix this. And it says to mix it. Where are we? Amazing Casting Resin is easy to use. Transitions from, okay. Here. 1 to 1, 2 to 3 minutes. But you got to work fast, because once it starts to see, it's heating up. Once it starts to turn white, that's it. Your time is over. I mean, it thickens real quick. So I'm just going to stir it up. Make sure there's no bubbles. All right. And then I'm going to start pouring. Just make sure you got it all. And I might have mixed a little bit too much. But you see it's turning white. See how it's turning white? It's setting. I just hope, see it's getting thick. That's what was left in there. See how thick it is? And that's how quickly it sets up. Let me see see? That's how quickly it sets up. So you gotta work fast. I'm gonna let it set up. I'll get it on my hands. And that'll just peel right out of there. All right, let me see. Set this over here. All right. And then I'm going to take this tray I got, Dollar Tree. I had a hard time finding these, and when I did, I bought about 4 of them. And I'm going to paint it. And I'm using a Waverly and plaster. And I'm just going to paint the whole thing. Maybe. There we go. Yeah. And I am going to use, I think, let's see what I got. Let me use this one. Now my brushes, I've gotten a lot of them through Jamie on Jamie Ray Vintage. I'm just going to go over the whole thing. I was looking for the oval platter. Our Dollar Tree don't have them. I was lucky to find these because once they were gone, they were gone. I'm taping this, excuse me, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, because Friday I usually put a video out. Well, I plan on being at Home Depot at 6 o'clock in the morning. There's a Santa Claus there I want. I've been wanting it for some time. Okay. I'm going to put this coat on here. Let it dry. It'll probably will need another coat from what I'm seeing. Got all my bacon done today. I made of course I made a pumpkin pie. Let's see where you can see this. I made a pumpkin pie. I made my daughter's chocolate pie. I made another chocolate pie. I made a coconut cream pie. And I made a cheesecake. There. I'm just going to let it dry, and then I'll go back. But as you can see, see how it's all turning white? Oh, I didn't get his antlers all the way. That's all right. I could go back. You know what? We're going to go back a little bit. And fill those areas. And I think it'll be all right. quickly mix that up. I can't do it that way. And right there. And right there. I think that's it. We'll see how it turns out. There. If you have to trim it, you can trim it. Which I'll probably have to. All right, let's let everything dry. Okay, I put some paper down. I can't, still out of range. Hold on a second. I got all these crafts going on over here. Move him over. There we go. All right. You know what? Let me move this. There you go. All right. I'm going in on my second coat. Let me know if it's snowing at your house. My brother called today, and there may be snow on the ground in Pennsylvania tomorrow morning. As I was baking, I had my husband turn the air down to 73, and because the house gets too hot. We have a Cane Corso, and it just gets too hot for her. So I had him turn it down. Just way too hot for her. I don't want her getting all hot. All right, there's number 2. Oh, may take 3 coats. It might. Not too bad though. You can still see silver right here. Now I'm using the Waverly paint and what about that? Plaster? Plaster. Yeah, it's gonna have to have another coat. And the mold is drying. Oh yeah, it's almost ready. I'm gonna let that finish up because it's just now turning. And then I'm also gonna use some of the wax paste. I got it in gold. And I'm also gonna use the Folk Art 14 karat gold. I wish. Okay. So far it's got 3 coats on it. It may need another one. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna let it dry. Set it over here. And I'll put some paper down. And this looks like it's ready to come up. Yeah. And all you gotta do is just push it up. And you see how this is? It'll come up, or you can cut it. But it comes right off. Okay. And then, let's see, is that ready? Let's see what this is. Let's take the ears with it, or the antlers. There we go. Put the antlers back in there. And same with this. So you can pull it off, or you can cut it off. You can make gifts and give them out for Christmas. Let's see, is that ready? It looks like it might be ready. the antlers over here, I think I'm gonna have to. See, it just came right out, real nice. I'll probably use my X-Acto knife. And I'm gonna turn it over. But you see how these are right here? No, that came right off. See, this. There's always a way of fixing it. There we go. Same way right here. It's supposed to be there. That's not. Just go through it and cut out what's not supposed to be there. I saw this stencil or this mold on.
I don't know that I'll make one. I might.
I saw it on.
The other pies are eaten and then make it, because if you make too many pies, then you wind up throwing stuff out.
I just see it on Etsy. I think it was Etsy. I bought it from Etsy. But Temu puts one out, but it's a lot smaller, so be careful if you get it from Temu. I got my computer next to me in it. You can go over it with scissors, or I'm just using my X-Acto knife. Now the antlers is a different story. And getting in there. Without cutting an antler off. Should, yeah. It's just because I poured too much in there. But it'll come right out. You just gotta be patient. But you can make these, you could give them out as gifts. Well, if you have a family member that one's going to be tricky. A grandmother, mother-in-law, someone that likes Christmas decor. My son used to give me a Christmas ornament every year. I still have them. Blade is coming out. Yeah, just This took 3 coats. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the rubbing wax paste on my finger. Okay. I'm just gonna go over the edge to bring out the detail. See how that brought that out? I don't know if you can see that. And just do it to your liking. I still got these. I'm doing gold, but I'm gonna let that dry and possibly go back over it. Just take your finger. You probably use a little brush if you don't want to use your finger, and just go over it. I really like that. Got a bit too much. I knew I was going to do that. But you see how it brought out the detail? Yeah, I got too much right there, don't I? Just go over it. To see how that, and you can go back and fix it. See, I got a little bit right there, which I'll go back with some paint. But that's how it's, that's how I wanted it. You see, I got it right, we're right here. I'll just buff that out. But that's all you have to do. And I also wanted to show you, let's see, a paper towel. So this is, I got these through Temu, and they're little silicone, but you see how that's the leftover that was in there, and see how it just peeled off? That's all it did, was peel it right off. And then all you got to do is pull it out, and it's clean. These are great. If you're going to do resin, these are great. I love them. You just throw it away and your cup is cleared out. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry and see where we go from there. Okay, this took about 3 coats. Okay, took about 3 coats, and then I went over it. And you know, if I look at it straight on, it looks good, but if I look at it sideways, it looks like I got heavy-handed on some places. I've redone it 3 or 4 times. I'm leaving it alone. This took about 3 coats, and then I had to go in and finish where there was white. But I am going to dark wax it. I may ruin it. I'm not sure. But this is how it's going to sit. It's like this. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna use hot glue. I don't know if it'll. We're about to find out though. There. And then we're going to do Merry Christmas. There. Now you can leave it just like this. You can leave it just like that, and it looks good. It does look good. You could put it on a little stand, just like that. And it looks good. But I'm gonna go over it with white wax. Then I'm gonna go over it with dark wax. Because I want to bring out all the little details. I'm going all over it. I'm also going to go all over this. Now they say if you don't white wax it, if you just dark wax it, it'll turn into a muddy mess. Don't know. Now I did do that on a piece of metal that I was doing. I wasn't too thrilled with the outcome of it. It did turn into a muddy mess, I will say that. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give that a couple of minutes. Okay. Now I'm using the DIY white wax and the DIY dark wax. I don't want to turn it into a muddy mess. So we're going to do the Merry Christmas first. You gotta have a lint-free cloth to go over it. And let's just see how this works. All right, not bad. Not bad. Let's pull it off and see how bad it looks. Now you can take as much of this off that you want. I'm not sure how this is going to be. But we're going to try it. If I mess it up, I can make a new one. You can always make a new one. You can also go back over it with white wax. If you get too much, just go in and rub it off. Bad. Didn't turn out too bad. It's a little bit darker than what I would like. But you know what? I'll go back over it with white wax. The platter. The Santa and the Merry Christmas, not bad. See how that brought the white back out? Keep that dark in there though. So I think I would have done the Santa first. It's not bad. I'm not saying I don't like it. And it does look vintage. I'll give you that. Getting in here. In his hat right there. Could be a problem. Maybe. I get most of my stuff through January Vintage. If she doesn't have it, then I go to Milton's Daughter, and I get quite a bit from her. I don't feel that you know, Milton's daughter carries as much as Jamie does. So like I said, I go to Jamie first. Still pulling that off. There it is. Let me see if I can. There we go. Get a smaller brush in there. And the antlers were, it's not bad though. I like the fact that it makes the gold pop now. See? You have to tell me what you think. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. We were busy. I was in bed by 8 o'clock. I was so tired. You can put more on there or less. I like it. Made it look old. You have to tell me what you think. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think of this. And no, you can't see it. You can put it on a little stand like this. All right. Until next time, I'll see you later.